Sunday marked 2 years since President Trump took office, the White House touting his accomplishments, including rolling back regulations, negotiating new trade deals, and working to secure our southern border. But Democrats say his policies are hurting the country. We are back with our power panel, Roger Fisk and Beverly Hallberg. Beverly, I'll start with you. It does seem like it's 2 years with something for everybody, in the sense that, you know, for people who like the president, they feel like they've seen a lot. And for people who don't like the president, there's a ton to rail against. So it's kind of been all things to all people, no?
And very busy for the media field as well.
That's true.
A lot to cover. But when it comes to President Trump, I travel across the country. I like to ask people, who did you vote for, if they're willing to tell me? And I ask this question now. Would you vote for him again if they tell me they voted for Trump? I've yet to meet one person who says they wouldn't vote for him again, even if the only reason they voted for him was because they couldn't vote for Hillary Clinton. So while I think many Republicans and independents don't always like his style, don't always like his rhetoric, I think people are positive about tax cuts, rolling back regulation, the Supreme Court nominees that have been confirmed, 2 of those, that's huge for people, and all the federal judges. So I think there's a lot that people are extremely happy about, even if they're not crazy about how he talks all the time.
Roger?
I think there's no moral or policy core to this whole team. There's no binding harmonic vision of where he wants to bring the country. The 3 most important things in the world for Donald Trump are yesterday, today, and tomorrow. There's no thinking about 2 and 3 and 5 and 10 years from now. Frankly, I'm underwhelmed by, some of the things that are listed as his accomplishments. I think Eric Trump could be sitting in the Oval Office, and Gorsuch and Kavanaugh and tax cuts for the wealthy would get passed. If you can't pass conservative justices and tax cuts angled towards the wealthy with a Republican House and a Republican Senate, you're in the wrong business. The deregulation stuff that everyone touts as job creating, I think, is going to come back to haunt him. Mining companies now in West Virginia and Kentucky can dump mining runoff back into rivers and streams. So 5 years from now, when the oncology wards of West Virginia and Kentucky are full of little kids with cancer, this will be one of the causes. The Obama administration put in protections for active military and credit protections from predatory lenders. Those have been removed. It's open season now for the payday lenders on our active military. And finally, because everyone wanted this to increase, jobs, you can hunt hibernating bear cubs. So that was another piece of deregulation that came along.
All right.
So that's the record these folks own.
Beverly, kids have cancer and bear cubs are in jeopardy.
I know there's a lot that you put out there. Here's what I would say. Wages are up, unemployment is down, people are happy with the economy. What Republicans need to do moving forward, not just Trump, it comes down to debt. That is the one area where they looked a lot more like Democrats in the past couple of years, and I think that's what
Too much spending.
Too much spending.
All right, we got to go. Good stuff. More Outnumbered in just a moment.